Hello everyone. So this is just going to be a quick video of the books I read in May. The first two books are in the For Dummies series. I really like that. So the first one, Criminology for Dummies. So this gets into the motivations for crime. Even though I actually have a master's degree from Michigan State University, I never took an intro to criminology class. I just took a lot of high-level criminal justice classes. So this actually covered some ground that I found interesting, at least for the purposes of motivations for crime. This book was a bit of a time waster. The Zak Bagans, this is very much just a book about himself, and anything it gets into with a lot of the stuff of the paranormal is stuff that you already know if you study that field. There was an interesting piece of equipment that's name I forgot, and it was featured in this book, so that's good. Unfortunately, it's no longer being made. So, Pyrrhic victory at best. Better policing with Microsoft Office. I'm huge into open source intelligence gathering. It's how I help combat human trafficking. This book shows you how you can go much further with applications you're already using, or programs you're already using. Blink. This was the 50th book I read this year and recommended to me by a friend in the Department of Homeland Security. It's by Malcolm Gladwell. And this gets into, knee-jerk and gut responses and why they were right. I actually did a whole video just on this because it was one of the one-day reads. The Five, The Untold Lives of the Women Killed by Jack the Ripper. This was a really awesome book that's essentially a biography of the five women. Unfortunately, I forget their names. I know Polly Nichols was the very first one. Governing the World Without World Government, just kind of a treatise by a political scientist on what he thinks the future of government may hold. Who Moved My Cheese? Initially started out, pun intended, as a cheesy book, but really had me examining my life and various decisions, or rather misdecisions, that make me the person who I am today, for better or for worse. Adventures in Parenting. So this was just kind of a cutesy book. When you get this professional development literature from my workplace, a lot of it falls into the silo of sort of, I would say, almost common sense axioms for new parents. Counterterrorism, community-based approaches to preventing terror crime. Very great read, but this is by Palgrave Macmillan, I believe it's pronounced. Macmillan, very famous big publisher. Palgrave, just an imprint or a sort of subcategory within them. Very informative reading. Well cited. These books all have kind of a style. They tend to be very similar in length, and they tend to be highly technical, very dry reads. So I would say you got to keep that in mind when you're looking into the Palgrave series. Thank you.